everyone, so today's video, as you can tell from the title, it is going to be my quick mommy makeup routine. I have had so many questions asked about this one because so many of you asked, like, how are you still doing your makeup with the baby? I've only not done my makeup probably twice since having her. And literally, I mean, like the next day coming home from the hospital, in the hospital, I was still doing my makeup every single day. Like that was my routine that would make me feel good and make me feel alive and ready for the day. So yeah, I just try to do my best and make time for it. But it definitely isn't easy. I am not gonna lie. Half the time I'm nursing her or like trying to hold her and soothe her while doing my makeup, which is why half the time my eyebrows don't always turn out the best. But hey, at least they're on there. So I asked you guys on Instagram this morning what you wanted to see, and a ton of you guys said the mommy makeup routine. There was a lot of other good video choices that I think I'm gonna include in my Vlogmas. So if you guys haven't checked over on my other channel, which is called Life of Maddie, we are doing Vlogmas this year. So we've already hit every single day. Like, we've done so well this year, and I am so happy. I even made a post asking on Instagram if we should like continue it after Christmas, and everyone said yes. Like, you guys are really, really enjoying them. So I'm thinking that we're definitely going to try, probably not full like daily vlogging, but maybe at least like Monday through Friday vlogging. And just because I think it would also be really great to capture those memories of Riley, because I can look back at them and be like, oh my god, she used to be so small. Yeah, so I thought that would be great. So I think I'm going to include some of your guys' video requests over there, because there was like a nighttime routine, morning routine with the baby, how are you doing postpartum, and all that stuff. So I'm definitely going to include that over on my mommy channel and my vlog channel. So definitely head over there. I always have it linked down below. But yeah, check out those vlogs. I'm really having fun with them. Anyways though, let's just go ahead and get into my routine of what I do to get ready for the day. I'm actually gonna try to make a yoga session after this. It's a deep stretch, so it's not hard at all. It's literally just stretching, and it's so nice and relaxing. I think it'll be like a good way to ease my way back into yoga, because I love yoga. This routine probably takes me about like 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how easygoing Riley is in the morning. Also, the products in my routine do get switched up quite a bit, because I'm constantly testing out new makeup for you guys that I unbox. So we have some new stuff that I'm gonna be testing out today. The first thing is this guy right here. This is the Emile Cordon. If you guys saw my last PR haul, I unboxed these, and these are their lip balms. I love their lip pots. They're so nice, and these are exactly the same. These are so good. Oh, I love how moisturizing these are. So they come out with like different colors. This one, I don't know the shade of this one because it doesn't have the sticker on the bottom, but I really, really love their lip pots, and that is bomb right there. I actually keep my makeup in my bedroom right now, because I usually am doing my makeup on my bed because I'm trying to nurse her, and yeah, it's just easier there. Or if she's still sleeping in her bassinet, then I can like quickly like do my makeup with her just right next to me, and I don't have to move her. So I just switched to this guy right here. This is that little Elemis package. It literally holds so much makeup, and I love it. So I have everything in there. And then I just have like my brush bag right here. This is from Bedellum Tools. A ton of you guys are asking me where I got this from. I will have this all linked down below for you. But this is amazing, and boy, do I need to clean these brushes, like really bad. That might be a chore for today. But anyways, let's go ahead and quickly get into this. So first off, what I do, because I do have some acne marks and stuff like that, so I go in with my Glow Skin Beauty. This is the oil-free camouflage in the shade Natural. And I just put this over the areas that I need like a little extra coverage in, which is usually like underneath the eyes. I've already moisturized my face, everything. I don't really prime my face anymore, because that's just like one step that I just cut out. I will probably show my morning skincare routine on my Vlogmas. I already showed my nighttime skincare routine, so definitely go check that out. But I've noticed like my nose is definitely like more red since having her. I think it's like hormones, but like my nose, I'm always pretty red, but it's like more red than what it used to be. So I love this concealer. I highly recommend it. It's also amazing for carving out your brows because it's not too slippery, but it's also not too hard. Like, it's perfect concealer. I've been through so many of them. We're actually gonna go right into brows real quick. So I'm gonna use my Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 2. I wish I could skip this step. I actually kind of want to maybe do microblading and seeing how I like that, but I'm just waiting till after I'm done breastfeeding to go do that. But I just go ahead and fill this in real quick. And then I just take a little bit of that concealer and I just carve it out. I'm using an A Cosmetics concealer brush. I feel like this was like from a holiday brush kit, like from like a year ago or so. And yes, I do this while nursing. It's not the easiest, which is why they don't always turn out to be the best. But I've been filling in my brows since 8th grade. You guys, like you can see like the difference. I need brows. I need brows. And then I take my Gimme Brow right here, and this is shade 3. This is like the little travel one that I got from my Ipsy Glam bag, and I really liked topping it off with this one, so I just threw this in my makeup bag. And it also helps make them a little bit darker to kind of match my roots, because I haven't had my hair done in so long, you guys. Like a really long time. I think I'm finally gonna get it done in January, but I've just been holding off because I nursed her and I just haven't been ready to leave her for like 5 hours yet. So, because it takes forever to do my hair. But I also wanted to give it a break because it was so unhealthy there for a while. It also didn't grow. Now it's finally growing. Like, look at that. When I was pregnant, my hair just stopped growing. All right, so there is one brow done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow real quick. All right, so the brows are done. I don't know how they look. They look fine, whatever. They'll do. So now we're gonna go into my everyday foundation. This is the Kojin Dough Aqua Foundation. This is the newer formula. I actually really like it. I love the original too. This shade that I use is 013. So I just pop this on. So the way that I apply this is I just use my IT Cosmetics brush. I think the writing went off of it. It's just this dual-ended one right here, which is a concealer one, which I sometimes go in right there. And then also it has like the foundation one for like all over. So I use that, and then all I do with this is I just take it like this, I stream across the face, and then I just buff it in. It's so much easier. I used to always use a palette, but honestly, who has time to get up and clean the palette after you're done using it, like to put your foundation on? So now I just apply it right to the face. So these are like kind of like the things that have definitely like switched up in my routine now to make it faster to do my makeup. So I just go all over and just press it into the skin. I love this foundation because it's so lightweight on the skin. I have been trying to wear my NARS one. Like I wear my NARS one most of the time for filming, but I'm not used to wearing it anymore and it feels so heavy on my face. Like this one is so good for every day. If you don't like wearing a lot of makeup, but you want your skin just to be like even, you need to pick up this foundation. I know it's pricey, but usually Sephora's been having more sales than usual, or put it on your Christmas list, but definitely check out this foundation. I believe they have more shades on their website. So, because they don't have a big range on Sephora, but there's more on their website, or even, I think it's Nordstrom's. They sell it at Nordstrom's too. But check on their website. Their website definitely has a bigger shade range. And it lasts all day on my skin, even without a primer. And if you just need a little bit extra coverage, then just use some concealer. And I highly recommend the Glow Skin Beauty Concealer. It is the best. I've been using it for years and years. And then I like to bring it down my neck because I am pretty fair right now. So I bring it down just to blend it a little bit better. My skin's been doing really well, even after pregnancy. I definitely do get little whiteheads here and there, but nothing bad. Like my skin has still been pretty good. And I think it's because I cut dairy completely out of my diet. So I'm sticking with just simple meals. And that's why I really like my Home Chef. I kind of want to go check out like Blue Apron or HelloFresh to see what their menus are like. But I'm really liking Home Chef, but I just wish that they had the like more like gluten-free options, because I'll substitute, or Joel will just keep stuff out if I can't eat it. All right, so next up, since I have very dark and kind of like indented under eyes now because of the lack of sleep, I use my Essence color correcting stick. This is in the shade Casanova. So it's like the salmon color one, but it's really good for correcting underneath the eyes. It actually reminds me of a really cheap version of the Becca one that I love, but it's also thinner. So I kind of like that this one's a little bit thinner and it blends out beautifully, and it just brightens up the under eye so well. I even like bringing it in the inner corner. Sometimes I'll take the other end of that brush and blend it in with the other end. I cannot skip this step in the morning. Like this does wonders for my makeup. Makes me look so much more awake. So next up, I just go into my everyday concealer. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer right here, and I use the shade Snow because I am so fair. I love it that they came out with lighter shades because I wasn't able to use it. I think the lightest shade when they first launched this was Porcelain, and that was too dark for me. My sister, she's in the shade Snow for her foundation because she is so fair. She's fairer than I am, but she's got a really pretty fairness to hers. Like, she's more neutral tone. She's not pink. So she's got just like this just beautiful porcelain skin. I love it. And then I just take the same brush and I just bounce it in because you know what? I have a beauty blender here, but no one has time to go and wet their beauty blender. I don't even have time to wash my brushes, let alone go to a sink and wet my beauty blender. Ain't gonna work. I just use this brush, which is why I need to clean my brushes, but it's hard to find time. I think this is even like probably a little bit more of extra steps than most people would be able to take or would like to take. So definitely feel free to skip steps for what you feel comfortable with. But this is what I love to do, and it literally just brightens up my face and makes me look so much more awake. And I can do it pretty quickly too. Alrighty, so you can just see now how much brighter my face is. It looks so much better. For powder to set my makeup with, I go back and forth between these two. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Translucent Setting Powder. Sometimes I'll use this, but I've been really loving this guy right here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade Fair. There's 3 shades. You can see how much I've already used. I wish this didn't go through so quickly, but I just take it with this. It's totally rubbed off on here. It's their Sigma, I think it's their F35. It's their tapered like highlighting brush, but I actually like it to set underneath my eyes because it just gets really nicely up underneath here. Like I was saying, I wish the stuff didn't run out so quickly. I hit pan so fast on it. I want to order another one, which is why I have this now, so I go back and forth to make this last a little bit longer. But if you have dry skin, like dry, mature skin, definitely check this stuff out. I think you will really like it to set underneath your eye, so that way you don't get those little lines. And then I take this guy right here. This is the Too Faced Mr. Right brush, and I just blend this out all over my face. But it still leaves your skin such a pretty glow, and it doesn't feel heavy on your skin either, so I just quickly go like that. All right, so next up for bronzer, I usually use the Marc Jacobs one in Tantastic. This is what it looks like. It has been very much loved. I love this stuff. But ever since I did my Ipsy video, I've re-fallen in love with the bronzer from The Balm. You guys, this stuff is amazing. This is Take Home the Bronze. It's in the shade Oliver right here. And it's so good. So I actually put this in here, which I don't know why I have the little one of this when I have the full size right behind me. But you know what? It takes up less space in my makeup bag. So I just use it with this angled brush from Sephora. This is their number 45 angled brush right here. Their brushes from Sephora are so good. I recommend this one, and I recommend their airbrush one, which is number 56. That one is great for foundation too. But I just use that, and I'm just going to lightly, like, look at how perfect this shade is. They have 3 shades. This is the lightest one, and this is perfect if you are fair. So I just quickly go through. It's not patchy, just glides right on. And I just bring a little bit up on the forehead. I literally just dust this really quickly everywhere. Like, do I sit and contour my nose? No. I just throw a little bit of bronzer on the side, and that's it. And a little bit underneath the chin to help with that double chin I got going on now. Oh, I can't wait to lose it. And then for blush, we're gonna use the new Lorac one. This is the Shine Bright Color Source and Light Source Cheek Palette right here. This is from their new holiday collection. I actually just unboxed this on Vlogmas. I am doing my unboxings on Vlogmas now. So whenever I get new packages during the day, I end up unboxing them at the night, so that way they're not just sitting there. So I came out with this amazing cheek palette, you guys, and I love their color source and light source, like blushes and highlights. So good, amazing quality. I highly recommend them, you guys, and this is such a reasonable price too. I'll have it linked down below, but these colors are beautiful. What I have been using though is I've been switching back and forth between my Tarte one that I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. I've been loving this one. I only use these 2 shades. I rarely use that one, but these 2, love. This is like an amazing blush palette. And then I also use my Hourglass one right here. So I tend to use this one sometimes for bronzer and blush, and then my setting powder and my highlight. So I just kind of like go back and forth with everything, but I've been really, really enjoying the Tarte one and the Hourglass one, but I'm really excited to try this guy out. So we're gonna grab a blush brush right here. This is the 99 one from Sephora. I'm actually gonna go into Blossom right here because it's a little bit more neutral. So excited for these. Oh, they just glide onto the skin perfectly. And then I take a fluffy powder brush and I just blend it out. So that is a really pretty color. I really like that one. Oh my goodness. For my highlight now, I'm gonna use the opalescent one right here. My everyday makeup bag, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amorezi one, which is really beautiful. So I've been using this one. And then I have another one in there that I can't wait to talk to you guys about in the future. But we're gonna go ahead and use the opalescent. Oh, whoa. Their stuff is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so pigmented. Okay. We need to blend this in now. So I'm gonna take that fluffy powder brush, blend it in. I'm telling you, you need this palette in your life, you guys. This thing is so good. Ugh. It's so pretty. Ooh, let's get the nose a little bit so it's not so shiny. Don't wanna be like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But also Aura is one of my favorite blushes from them. I haven't had Blossom, so Blossom must be new. Blossom and Tea Rose I don't have. Oh my God, this is Aura. Such a beautiful color, but beautiful, beautiful palette. I highly recommend this one. The formula is amazing. So now that my face is done, we just go ahead and go right to the eyes. So the eye palette that I'm gonna use is the new Lorac one right here too, because I really want to test this one out. What I have been using is I've been going back and forth between so many palettes every single day. And honestly, sometimes my makeup will just be bronzer in the crease and some mascara and that's it. Like it really depends on how much time I have that day to get ready or how she's being. But I usually go back and forth between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette because it's got such amazing colors for every day. I was carrying this one from Dose of Colors, this is that Katie one, but I just don't use this one that often, to be honest. The most I go into this palette is for this color right there. Their shimmers, I don't really like how they're just a different formula than what I like. I usually like the ones that are a little bit better packed together. These ones aren't as well packed together, so it's kind of loose. So that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite type of formula. Like, it's beautiful. It's just not my formula that I like to use when I use a shimmer. So I don't use this one very often. Another palette that I've been testing out, I really haven't tested out a whole lot of it because I've only been using 2 shades in it. This is the Too Faced Pretty Rich one. And I've been going back and forth between Fancy That and it's Cashmere. So those are the 2 that I've been mainly using in there. So I can't really say a whole lot about that because I haven't really tested out too much with it. And then of course, I always have this one with me wherever I go. This is a Tartelette in Bloom. I use this like no other. Like if I want to put eyeshadow on, but I know I don't have much time, I go to this guy because I have like a go-to look that I can do within seconds. So I really love this palette and it goes everywhere with me. But I'm excited to try out the Lorac one. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're gonna do a very simple look. We're gonna do what I would actually do in the morning if I had Riley with me. So it comes with a dual-ended brush. So we're actually gonna use this. First off, we're gonna go into light brown right here and we're gonna put that into the crease. I'm not a fan of that brush. We're gonna use this one. There we go, it blends out a lot better with this one. No one's got time for a difficult brush. So I'm just gonna put this into the crease and a little bit in the outer corner. Then we'll go with the other side. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Ecru. And this is this cream shade right here. And I'm just going to take that same brush and just kind of blend it out in the inner corner just to kind of help set my eyelid and make everything. I even like take it and go over the brown just to blend everything in really pretty. So if I notice I have like some lines, I'm like, oh, okay, we need to set that. So I just take that over. I blend it all out. Okay, so I definitely wish they had a cream shimmer shade because then I would pop that on the inner part, which is why I tend to go with my Tartelette one because we do have that cream shimmer shade, but we don't have that in here. So I'm just gonna improvise with what else I would do. I'm gonna take this flat brush from Sigma and I'm gonna go into Crepe. And I'm gonna put this on the inner corner of the eye and then take a fluffy blending brush and just blend it all out. Very neutral, like so. So, I mean, with this palette, I wish that there was more in here that I would use. I wish there was a dark brown in here that I could use for an eyeliner. because mahogany is just too red. I don't want to use that. So this palette is okay. It's not the best for me for what I would use it for. So I'm kind of like on this right now, being real. So I'm actually gonna go into my Tartelette one. This is why it's a tried and true one, because I use all these shades. I love that they have this Activist right here. It's a dark brown. I'm using a flat definer brush from Luxie, and I'm gonna use this as my eyeliner. This is the quickest way for me to do my eyeliner that I don't have to worry about it. It's completely foolproof. Like, you cannot mess this up. All you do is just take a little bit of the brown, dust it off, and then just keep it really close to that lash line, and then boom, you have eyeliner. It's really, really easy. I even blend it up slightly because I have to use eyeliner. My eyes are so big that it looks better if I just have something there on that lash line. And then you know what? I'm gonna take a little bit more of a condensed brush, and I'm gonna go back into light brown in this one, because when you use like a more of a denser brush and you pack it on, you can actually get a darker shade of it. So it's like you're using the same shadow, but you're just adding a little bit more pigment of it and just putting in the outer corner. So see how that looks compared to this? Like, it kind of just pulls it together, and it was really quick and easy, and I used the same exact shadow to do that. I just use a different brush. This is the Luxie mini tapered brush. So I just did that really quickly just to kind of pull it a little bit better together. The eyeshadow is done. Now I'm just gonna go into mascara real quick. I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. It's like from their fairy collection. Okay, so mascara is done. I don't do false lashes anymore. Honestly, I only wear them to film, and now that I've been wearing them to film, they are so like annoying now. I was able to wear false lashes every single day and be like totally fine with them, but then I stopped wearing them for so long, and now I'm like not used to them anymore, and they just make my eyes feel so heavy and tired that it just doesn't work for me right now. It's so funny how things can change over a period of time. It's just crazy, but this is just nice and quick. And then again, you can completely skip the eyeshadow. You could just put a little bit of your bronzer in the crease and call it a day. Take a darker eyeshadow and just add a little bit to the lash line just to kind of make it a little bit fuller. That's what I do. But you can easily just like cut steps out of this to make this quicker. But again, I'm telling you, this takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. I then line my lips with the MAC Whirl lip liner just because they look so much better when I line them with a gloss. You can leave it at this. What I do is I've been switching off with these two. Like, I'm really just showing you guys like what I switch off every single day. This Tarte one, this is the Lip Sculptor in Kind. So I'll use a gloss on this one. I don't use the lipstick. Or I will use my Buxom one right here, which has like a lip plumping effect. So I'm actually gonna use this one today. This is the Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Cream. I have a whole swatch video on my Instagram of the whole set of these, so definitely go check that out. The shade that I use is Hot Toddy. It's funny, when Joel gives me a kiss, I laugh every single time after he gives me a kiss with this stuff on, because then he'll be like, why is my, like the first time he was like, why is my lips tingling? And I'm like laughing. I'll wear this even on its own too, but I love putting on a lip liner because it makes like my lips don't have like a solid line. Like, it's very like kind of feathery. And clear lip glosses don't look that good on my lips unless I line them. It just doesn't work. But this is how I do my makeup every day. This is what I've been doing every single day. All right, so this is my go-to makeup routine now, being a mommy. I do this every single day. Again, the eyeshadow is the main thing that will change depending on how much time I have. So I'll usually do an eyeshadow like this, or add like a shimmer on the inner corner, or I'll just completely skip it and then just put a little bit of bronzer in the crease depending on how much time I have. But this is legit what I do every single day. I just make time for it because it's one of the things that makes me feel good. And I think that's something that we all need to do as mommies. Like, we need to find something that makes us feel better for ourselves, because this time is a very selfless time. Like, our babies come first with us above everything else, but we still need to make time for ourselves. And for me, what makes me feel better is putting on makeup every day. And so I make this at the top of my priority list to make sure that I put it on every single day. It's just how it just makes me feel so much better. And we've never been late to any appointments or anything, because what I do is I just find out, okay, what time is my appointment, and I make sure to give myself an adequate amount of time to be able to do this step in my routine. That way I can just feel a little bit better throughout the day. It's just finding about what makes you feel better during this time that you're being so selfless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this quick makeup routine. Let me know in the comments down below what other videos you guys want to see. I'm kind of in a filming rut over on this main channel. I'm trying to find what to do next over here. So I would love your recommendations of what I should film, but definitely go check out my Vlogmas. I'm having so much fun with that. My passion is really over there with the baby right now, and I have some really exciting things that I have planned for that channel. So definitely go checking me out over there and leave your recommendations down below of what I should film next, because I need your guys' help here. But if you guys enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.